Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Commanders is much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. It's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go play action. Powell completes it to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Powell. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to run with Robinson. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Penalty that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And now the punter, Resse, as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes the field and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 1, Powell. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Logan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Hurts throw caught by Tony. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. One last shot before the break. Howell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's Samuel caught left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down. Powell on the QB sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. So a moment to count down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Powell ran it last time. Now he's going to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on second down. Powell over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Powell looking to throw again. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On first down, Howell. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one. Yeah. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Has some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Tony. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Gibson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So here we go, fourth down. Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.